Jim Carrey, once the king of comedy known for his iconic roles in films like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and The Mask, is now living a life filled with heartbreak, loss, and isolation. The actor, at 63, has left many fans wondering what happened to the vibrant personality who once filled the world with laughter. Behind the high-energy comedy that made him famous lies a much darker story, one of personal tragedies, mental health struggles, and painful realizations that have led him into self-imposed isolation. His recent public appearances have been few, and those that have occurred show a noticeable change in his physical appearance, leading some to worry about his well-being. What began as a superstar career has now turned into a mysterious and often sad journey of self-reflection. Speaking out against Hollywood. The price of truth. Jim Carrey's outspoken nature has always set him apart from other Hollywood celebrities, but his unfiltered commentary about the entertainment industry has come at a steep price. Carrey has never been afraid to speak his mind, whether it's about the darkness lurking behind Hollywood's glamorous facade or his personal views on the system. He has boldly claimed that the Illuminati controls the entertainment industry, calling out the powers that be for manipulating the masses. This outspokenness has led to Carrey facing backlash from the industry, with some fans believing that his outspoken views were the reason for his sudden retreat from the spotlight. His decision to step away from Hollywood after making these bombshell revelations raised many eyebrows, with rumors circulating that he was being silenced for speaking out against the status quo. Jim Carrey's rare public appearance, a shocking transformation. In January 2022, Jim Carrey made a rare public appearance on his 62nd birthday, and fans couldn't help but notice how different he looked. His once familiar vibrant energy and signature look were replaced by a more disheveled and unrecognizable appearance. His friends, who have remained supportive through his transition away from Hollywood, are reportedly worried about his mental and physical health. Carrey, who once thrived on the high-energy humor that made him a household name, now seems to have withdrawn into seclusion, with reports stating that he's been spending much of his time in Hawaii, far from the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown. This retreat from the public eye has raised concerns, especially since it's been speculated that the emotional toll of his career and personal life might have caused him to take a step back, a shift toward personal fulfillment and art. Since stepping away from his career, Carrey has shown a strong desire to focus on his personal growth and artistic endeavors. He spoke publicly in 2022 about the possibility of retiring, stating that he had done enough and felt content with his achievements. While this decision may have shocked many of his fans who were still hoping for more blockbuster roles, it's clear that Carrey is seeking fulfillment outside of Hollywood. His shift toward art and inner reflection signals a new chapter in his life, one where he values personal well-being over the fame and fortune that once defined him. However, this drastic change has raised concerns among friends, who fear that his withdrawal from public life might be a sign of deeper struggles that he's trying to cope with privately. Friends and fellow comedians share concerns. Jim Carrey's absence from the spotlight has not gone unnoticed by his friends and colleagues in the entertainment industry. Comedian Tommy Davidson, a close friend of Carrey, recently discussed the actor's decision to retreat from Hollywood. Davidson shared that Carrey has always been a unique and eccentric figure, known for his ability to push comedic boundaries and his unpredictable work process. However, the focus now seems to be on Carrey's personal growth and the philosophical shifts he's undergone. According to Davidson, Carrey is prioritizing inner peace and becoming a better person over the glitzy trappings of fame. His decision to step back from the public eye has left his friends worried, especially given the long history of personal and professional challenges Carrey has faced. A roller coaster career, from rejection to stardom. Jim Carrey's journey to superstardom was anything but easy. For years, He struggled to break into the entertainment industry, working relentlessly and taking on small gigs before finally landing his big break. His early years were marked by rejection, including a failed audition for Saturday Night Live that almost derailed his career. However, Carrey's persistence paid off, and he eventually found success through his roles in Living Color and other TV appearances. Despite early setbacks, Carrey's talent and unique comedic style set him on a path towards stardom. His rise was rapid, and by the 1990s, he became one of the most bankable stars in Hollywood, known for both his zany characters and his unexpected dramatic turns in films like The Truman Show and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Personal losses and mental health struggles. Jim Carrey's life has also been marked by immense personal loss. He tragically lost both of his parents within a few years of each other, an experience that deeply impacted him. In 1991, his mother passed away, followed by the death of his father in 1994. These losses were compounded by Carrey's own struggles with mental health, including battles with depression. Carrey has spoken openly about his experiences with Prozac, explaining that while it helped him in the short term, he ultimately decided to stop using medication and embrace a more holistic approach to managing his mental health. These personal hardships, combined with the pressures of Hollywood, have taken a toll on Carrey, who has often found himself grappling with the dichotomy between his public persona and his private struggles. Jim Carrey and the Oscars controversy. One of the most memorable moments in recent years involving Jim Carrey was his reaction to the infamous Oscars incident between Will Smith and Chris Rock. Carrey did not hold back when he criticized Smith's behavior after Smith slapped Rock over a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Carrey expressed his disgust over the standing ovation Smith received after the incident, calling it a reflection of Hollywood's lack of integrity. He made it clear that in his view, Smith should have faced consequences for his actions rather than being celebrated. This bold stance on the situation drew both support and criticism, with many applauding Carrey's honesty, while others saw it as an unnecessary attack on Smith. Regardless, it's clear that Carrey's willingness to speak out against what he perceives as the hypocrisy of Hollywood has further distanced him from the industry. Moving forward, what's next for Jim Carrey? As Jim Carrey steps further away from Hollywood, many wonder what the future holds for the comedy legend. Carrey has spoken about focusing on personal growth and artistic endeavors, which suggests that he may not return to acting anytime soon. Whether he will return to the spotlight in the future remains uncertain. But for now, Carrey seems content with his decision to prioritize inner peace and self-fulfillment over the trappings of fame. As fans continue to express concern over his well-being, it's clear that Carrey's journey is far from over. What he chooses to do next, however, will likely be a reflection of his ongoing quest for meaning beyond the world of Hollywood.